In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to use styles inside of Microsoft Word. So first of all, styles allow you to format how the font looks and it makes it consistent across the document. This will also allow you to make format changes across the entire document just by changing a style. Microsoft Word has some predefined styles such as those below. So I can go ahead and I can select heading, and if I click on home, if it's not already selected, I come over to the styles tab. I can actually choose to apply a heading style, which applies this formatting to that font. I can do the same thing to title. I can do subtitle, emphasis, and if emphasis is not showing, I can simply click and see more, and I can see emphasis as well as I can see quote. Now, these are different styles that are predefined, but you are not just limited to those styles. If you are writing a large document, such as a book, that you want to create your own styles, I recommend that you remove styles from the style gallery. Let me show you how to do this. I can come up here and I can right click, remove style from style gallery. And what this is going to do is it takes it so I'm not looking at it. It's kind of cleaning up to make it a little bit easier to see. If you are using a PC, there is a one button that says hide the styles there, and you could add new ones. I don't know where that button is on a Mac. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. Now that I have hidden all my styles, I can click over here on the styles pane on the right hand side. The styles pane is going to show me all the styles, and here you can see all the predefined styles that they have. I can change this to just the styles in this document, which you can see which ones are there, or styles in use, and you can see all these styles that are in use. I would like to clear this up and have just the styles I want to be shown there. So I'm going to go ahead and select all, in fact, I'm going to select everything by pressing Command A. I click on Clear Formatting, and now you can see here are the styles that are being used. Now you're not just limited to these styles, we can create our own custom styles, which is what we're going to do now. So here are some instructions. We're going to make the following font larger and bold, and then we're going to save it as a style. So this chapter title, I'm going to go ahead and select this, and I want to make it bold. I want to make it larger. Let's say I want it to be font size 18. Now I want to save it as a style. To do that, I click over here. If my styles pane is not showing, I click on it. It's showing me everything that I've applied. I can click on New Style, and I'm going to call this my chapter title style. And I'm going to change the style type to character because typically titles are not done in paragraphs. And I'm going to go ahead and click down here where it says Add to Quick Style List, and I click OK. So what this will allow me to do is anywhere in my document that I want to have that applied, I can simply select it and I choose it. The great thing about this is anytime I need to make a change, if I change it to one, it changes it. If I change the style, it changes it to all of them. Okay, so I've just created a style. Now the next thing, it says to create a style that underlines the font and applies it to the text below. So instead of highlighting this time, I am simply going to come over here and I'm going to click on New Style, and I am going to call this one my subtitle style. Again, I'm going to have it be a character, and this time I'm just going to choose underline. I select OK. One thing I forgot to do is I forgot to tell it to go into the image gallery. So now I need to come in here and I need to change this to in current document, and I should be able to find my subtitle style. I'm going to click Modify Style, Add to Quick Styles List, and I click OK. And now it is in there. So now I have a subtitle. Now below it says to create a paragraph style that indents the first line of the paragraph below. You can see this paragraph does not indent. I would like it to do so, and I'd like every paragraph to indent that is applied with the paragraph style. I'm going to go ahead and create a new style again. It's going to be a paragraph, my paragraph style indent, And now I could click on the indent button right here, but that's going to indent the entire paragraph. I just want the first line to be indented. So that's not the button I want to click. Instead, I'm going to click down here where it says Format, choose Paragraph, and I'm going to come to Indentation, Special, and I can change this to first line. That means it's going to indent just the first line of that paragraph. I select OK. I make sure to add it to my quick styles. I click OK. And now that I've done that, if I click anywhere inside that paragraph and I click my paragraph style, it will do it. It looks like I added an indent there. So if you make a mistake, you can always select your style, right click, and then you can go to modify and just double check. It looks like I did add that in there. So I'm going to select OK. And now that's how it is applied. I can apply that to multiple paragraphs. Any paragraph that has that applied will do that. So I'm going to go ahead and undo that. Now, in this paragraph above, notice that there is a spelling mistake. It's red squiggly lines means, hey, this isn't in the dictionary. This is the Spanish word for Spanish. But the default English dictionary sees it as spelled wrong. So what we need to do is we need to create a character, not a paragraph, because a paragraph will change everything in here. We want a character style to just change this word. And we want it to be italicized so that the reader knows, oh, this is a foreign word. And we also want the Spanish spell checker to be able to check it to see if it's spelled correctly. So to do this, I'm going to go ahead and highlight this word just so I can visually see what's going on. And what I want to do is create a new style. And this new style is based on my paragraph style indent. So it's part of the style I've already created. So I'm going to call it my language style. Because it is a different language than English, I'm going to italicize it, as well as change this to character. That way it doesn't do the entire paragraph, it only does the characters that are selected. And because it is in Spanish, I'm going to click on Format. I'm going to go down and choose Language. You may not be able to see it on the screen there. Let's see if I can bring this up. Yeah. Choose Language. And then I'm going to choose Spanish. You can scroll down, you can see all the different languages here. It gives me the check of do not check spelling or grammar. Now, if you don't want it to show the red squiggly lines of when foreign languages are spelled wrong, I actually want it to check spelling and grammar because my writing in Spanish is not that great. I want to make sure I'm spelling it correctly. So I can go ahead and click OK. Now that I have done this, let me add to my quick styles list. I select OK. And if we did this correctly, I should be able to have this select my language. Did I not add the italicized? Let me check. Oh, I turned off the italicized. So I go ahead. Now, when I change that, notice how the squiggly line went away as well as the word is italicized. Now, to further demonstrate that, let me type in something like Feliz cumpleaños. Now I type that in there. If I change that to my language, it's going to check it, and it also spell checks and says, hey, there's something wrong here. I right click and it says, oh, this is how you spell it. So I spelled cumpleaños wrong. So this is a great style if you're writing in other languages. So that's an example of why you would use a style for languages. Now, let's do one more thing. This paragraph right here, let's pretend that it's a quote and we want it, let's say, to be indented an inch on both sides. To do that, we can come up and create a new style again. We're going to call this my paragraph, and we'll call it quote style. And we can simply have it do an indent. Now this indents at the front, but we want it the front and the back. So we're going to go ahead and choose Format, Paragraph. And here we can have our indentation. Let's say 1 inch, 1 inch, and it's giving us a preview down here if everything looks how we want it to. Also, we could change the spacing in lines if we wanted I'm not going to. I'm going to simply select OK. Now with this selected, I can make sure to add to my quick style list. Click OK. And now I come over here. I'm going to choose this one here. There we go. They both seem the same. So now that I have created this, I can simply click on it and it changes it. Now, this is a quick overview of styles. One last thing I want to show you before I finish up on styles, and that's you can find styles by using search. What do I mean by that? Let's say sporadically throughout your document you have words written in another language and you want to find them. Maybe you've had somebody proofread this, but they didn't speak the language, and now you have somebody who speaks the language and you want them to proofread it as well. Well, this is a great thing about styles is you can search them. So I'm going to go up to my search bar. I'm going to click down here, click on that magnifying glass, and click List Matches in Sidebar. Now over here, I could try to type in the words that I remember, but if I don't remember how to spell them or type them, I might not find it. But what I can do is I can change to Advanced Find and Replace. With this one selected, I can come down here, change Format to Style, and I can actually search by a specific style. So I'm going to find my language style. I click OK. And now I'm going to go ahead and click Find Next. And let's see where it took us. So it's showing us right here. Find Next, it highlights it. Find Next, it highlights it. And so this is an excellent way for you to organize your document and to navigate around. And just as a side note, if you were to place this document inside of Adobe InDesign, the character styles and the paragraph styles would carry over, so the text would already be selected with the correct paragraph or character styles. I hope this video has been beneficial to you. If you are interested in more videos about self-publishing, please follow my YouTube channel and have a great day.